when you kind of talk about also fun matches too, I think fun matches for, the fan perspective is when WWE or just any wrestling promotion in general has ladder matches, but for the wrestler themselves taking those bumps and everything, ladder matches are kind of dangerous. There's no question about that. I wanted to ask you, because I believe Money in the Bank is going to be in Toronto coming up. What is it like to work in a Money in the Bank match? Because I don't know if I necessarily have a fear of heights, but I don't like being on a ladder necessarily just a couple feet in the air. But when you're on top of a ladder in front of like 20,000 people and they're watching, some of these matches can be car crashes too. So I think there's definitely, this element of danger when it comes to it. So how do you like prep yourself for something like that?
I mean, that's just another day at work, right? I mean, we thrive on these things. I'm an adrenaline junkie, so like stuff
Okay.
gets me going. And if the crowd is into it, it just makes our job so much easier. You don't feel any of the pains, but it's the next day that you feel all these aches and pains and bruises, and like, oh wow, I got cut on my elbow, and you'll see we'll tape up a lot for those matches. But it's super fun, because it's a different kind of structure. Just like a singles match is completely different to a tag match, like that of the ladder, because we have toys to play with, I guess you can say, and like different moves that we can do, and there's so many things we can do. I mean, the sky's the limit with matches like that. It's just endless. Like, we come up with ideas like a couple of days before, a couple of weeks before, it changes on the day, and sometimes we'll just think of something in there. It's super fun matches, because it's something different to, because we do so many singles matches and tag matches that it's just
Right.
something we look forward to. Like, we know it's going to hurt, but we'll deal with the pain the next day.
Yeah. I could see that too. I think it's also, like you kind of said, it's a moment where you can kind of be creative, and necessarily you can kind of craft these ideas where, like you said, a lot of these matches we kind of see are singles matches or tag team matches, but it's kind of different, especially when it comes to like a ladder match comparative, I guess you could say, to like a triple threat, where triple threat's a different style too in its own self. It's just, to me, when I watch these things, to me, I just think about like the element of what could go wrong, just because this is like, I think people tend to forget sometimes, especially on social media, how toxic it can be. It's just, these are just people at the end of the day, and you're putting them in a ladder match, and it can get dangerous quick,
Oh yeah, but we're highly trained professionals. We do this for a living every single day, Like, I mean, you see these botched clips on social media all the time where stuff goes wrong on the independents, because those kids, I mean, you have to start somewhere, but they just don't have the proper training or experience usually, and it'll come later in life. But when we have to perform on live pay-per-view on live TV, you better know what you're doing in matches like that.